Hi, I'm James Patterson and welcome to this video tutorial. I'm going to show you how to use the replace color feature in Photoshop to go from a blue coat we have like this and completely change the color into the green coat we see here. So let's start by opening up the blue coat JPEG into Photoshop. So the first thing we're going to do is duplicate the background layer. So let's hit Command or Control and J to bring up a new layer. I'm just going to double click on the words there and change this layer to green coat. Then let's go to Image, Adjustments, and we'll choose Replace Color. This brings up my Replace Color dialog box where I have lots of options to change the colors in my image. So I'm going to use the first eyedropper tool here and simply click on the blue coat. You can see in my preview window here how that's beginning to select parts of this blue coat. So areas that are going completely white are those that are fully selected. The kind of grey areas are partly selected. So you can change the fuzziness of this selection to make it stronger or weaker. Let's click on my second tool here, the eyedropper tool with a plus sign. Now I can continue to add to this selection by clicking around the coat to bring in more tones like this. So I want to continue working on it until I have most of the coat selected there. So that looks good to me. I'm then going to go to my hue slider here, and if I drag my hue slider to the left or the right, you can see I can change the colour of this girl's coat very quickly and easily. Let's bring the hue slider back to about -80 just to give her a nice green coat. Let's bring the saturation down slightly too, and we'll click OK to apply that. So you can see now I have my green coat layer working above my blue coat on the background layer. Let's zoom in a little bit and just to tidy up this colour change slightly. I'm going to do that by selecting the brush tool over here in the tools panel, and we'll change the painting mode of my brush up here from normal to colour. Let's keep opacity at 100, and then if I hold Alt with my brush tool selected, I can sample a colour. So I'm going to sample a green colour here and then use that green colour to paint in any areas like the shadow area here that haven't quite been nailed by the replace colour options. Let's continue painting in these shadow areas. Continuing to hold Alt and click to select a green colour nearby. Let's have a quick whiz around. I think these buttons could do with brightening slightly, so I'll add a stronger green to them. And there we go, that's looking good. So just a couple of finishing touches. I can see up here in the background where I have this blue text, the text that was blue has now turned green along with the coat. So I'm going to add a layer mask here in the layers panel by clicking on this icon. Then if I flip my colours to select black as my foreground colour, using my brush tool again, I'm going to paint over this area here. And you can see on my layer mask that's added black to hide that area. Let's just hide any other areas. We could also hide her eyes. Because they're blue, they're being slightly affected by the changing colour. And there we have it. That's our finished coat, changed from blue to green in seconds.